Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PSGL F5. Today is round number 4 here at the Circuit de Catalunya. Today is myself, Leon, and Jamie as per usual. Say hello.
Hello.
Yep, as I said, it is round 4 here in Spain. We are meant to have 19 drivers here today, and we do have 19. The two people who are not here today are Jack Tyler, as his PSN has been banned once again, and a racer. So 19 drivers on the grid. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of F6 in a way, retirements wise, but safety cars we could do with them.
We need the retirements to get the safety cars, so...
Yeah, but I'm on about the mass number of retirements.
Oh yeah, we did it. How many finishes do we have? We did it.
I think it was 7, or... no, it was 7.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, we're going. Do you want me to go for the championship now?
Yeah, you can go for the championship. I'll send you both.
Okay. So in the championship standings, driver standings, Mr. P currently on top with 38 points, and is 10 points in front of Jack Tyler in second place, who's not here because he's been banned again. Jay Carty third on 20 points, fourth Simo on 19 points, fifth Borneo on 18 points, sixth Niles on 16 points, 17th, oh jeez, 7th is White Fountain with 30 points, 8th is Schwab with 10 points, 9th is Jamie with 7 points, and 10th is Smudge with 6 points, 11th is David Warbank, 12th is Dave, 13th is Luke Bailey, 14th is LFC, 15th is Storm, 16th is Mr. Stern, 17th is BUA, 19th is Miles, Notorious is 20th, Racer is 21st, and Johnny 22nd.
On the constructors?
Disastrous way to championship. First is Mercedes, second is Sauber, third is Toro Rosso, fourth is Renault, fifth is McLaren, sixth is Ferrari, seventh is Williams, eighth Force India, ninth Haas, and 10th, still pointless, is Red Bull.
Yeah, currently Red Bull do have the wooden spoon, as it is called. Let's look at the drivers. As I said, Jack Tyler cannot make it. Been banned once again, and he's had a few debates with a few people. But hopefully he can be back ready for... Wait, is qualifying started?
Yeah.
I'm not in the... Okay, that was weird. I was wondering. It's only just loading me in now.
GG, Codemasters, back at it again.
Yeah, welcome LFC, welcome Storm, welcome Billy.
So,
yeah, we're floated in, try qualifying, because I'm now 2 minutes late.
check how many people have gone for the harder component.
A lot.
Most people have gone for mediums, and I think there's only 2 people have gone for super softs, and they could well change to higher titles if they only go out for little tester laps.
Yeah. As I was saying, I completely lost track because I wasn't loading his qualifying. Mr. P can extend his championship lead as Jack Tyler isn't here. And Jack Tyler most likely plummet down the championship. Who's first to start a lap, if you know, or close to finishing?
I think LFC has started a lap just now.
Is anyone close to finishing one?
Storm is on the lap. Jamie
I believe it could be Jamie.
Softs. Yeah.
It is Jamie. So go over Jamie as he's coming through sector 2 now. The sector 2 split, and he's actually gone straight on. So now we're going to go over BUA 9. No, he wasn't next, who was it? David Warbank.
The old layout.
As he goes up the hill of the right-hander, coming up into the final complex of corners, coming to the chicane. Not the favourite corner by anyone's standards, especially Jamie from last night. Joking anyways, comes down the final corner. Warren Haig is actually first with a 19.8, and then David Warbank was a 19.3.
I thought you did. I thought you said you did see me spin Eddie with that last night.
No, I had a feeling I did. Well, I didn't see, but you know, when LFC hinted it out, then kind of was a bit obvious. But Schweb with a 16.7 on the super softs, that's actually a really good lap, and I don't think that's going to get beaten.
Well, you think he's 3 seconds quicker than the guy in second.
Who, Billy? Johnny's about to cross the line, and he goes 7th.
Yeah, it might be on about miles.
There's a few other flags. Smudge is about to start a lap properly. Jamie's on a lap. Mr. P. Simo is coming around the final corner. No, he's not. Anyone else?
I reckon Jamie Matt will pit here because those super softs have already been out for a run. He doesn't want to wear them.
No, he carries on. It's not a good lap anyway.
Yeah, he can improve on harder tyres, so...
He validated anyway, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think he's just starting his lap now. It's quite frustrating, I just spilt a drink all over me. Second is your flying
in the
1.
last sector, coming in the left right hand chicane onto the last corner.
Championship leader.
No, he isn't. It's, yeah, he's going to be
Third.
around there where David Warbank is. As it looks like David Warbank has just been for a spin and he's lost a bit of his wing.
Oh yeah, he's lost a lot of his wing.
Yep. I think he went on the outside of turn 2, clipped the gravel and spun, because I did see a bit of gravel on the onboard.
Oh, where's Jamie gone? Jamie's out somewhere in sector 2. I'm going to go with Warren Haig. He's in sector 2.
He may have gone off where Hartley went off in practice.
No, he hasn't.
Year,
oh
yeah, that's it.
It's down on the exit of turn 9. I believe that's turn 9.
But Sirotkin spun it in the race last season.
I guarantee he's probably clipped the grass on the not grass, the gravel on the outside of that corner going into it, and he's spun around.
But it all depends on what ballast he's running too. If he was running on a high ballast, then it would be hard to survive through that corner.
Yeah, it's also true. Warren Haig's coming across the line. Will he go quickest out the mediums? No.
I was about to say that Storm was the only driver so far to set 118 on the mediums, but Warren Haig's just beat. Has also gone into the 118s, so yeah. Pete doesn't improve. Jake Hart is coming around the last corner. I think it's going to be good enough.
Webb
It's quite a shocking time.
Is on another set of super soft, so I'm guessing he's going to try and improve on his lap time. No one else has actually set a competitive lap on any tyre than the mediums, so yeah, this is interesting. We'll go to fitted. A lot of people are still on the mediums. Simo's about to start a lap, and so is Schweb. No, Simo's actually boxed, but Schweb is starting a lap, so we'll keep an eye on him, as he will guarantee he will probably improve on his lap time, but he's still got a 2.1 second lead. Is anyone else on the lap, or to reach that stage where no one is? I've gone board with Mr. P. Luke Bailey is not on a competitive lap. Mr. P's in the final sector. Championship leader currently in 8th. 7/10 off the quickest medium runner, which isn't where he wants to be. As he rounds the final corner, can he get into them 18s? Yes, he can. It's quickest on the mediums.
Schweb's gone out on another set of super softs. He's in the middle of a lap right now.
He's in zero ERS. He's backed out.
115s. Yeah.
He's backed off anyway. Yeah, was anyone else on the white fountain? Nope. Mr. Stim.
He is a 10th up on something in that second sector of white fountain.
I'm going back on board with him. He is actually 2 jumps up, actually.
I don't know why it doesn't display delta detail in qualifying on the dashboard. Because it does in the race and it's backed off.
Yeah, he is backed off. He was up, but I guess he...
Maybe he was switching to a softer compound.
Oh,
Can go quicker.
Someone has just set a lap, but I don't know who it was. No, it wasn't. Okay, so something has happened, I don't know what. Someone's moved a position somewhere.
Storm has gone out in a set of softs though.
Schweb selected softs.
He probably beat Mr. Peak. Yeah, but he's already smashed the full time. In a set of super softs, so... Unless he thinks he can go faster on those softs, which would be quite miraculous if he did.
What was Paul in F6?
Can't remember now. I don't
Stim
even know.
got stuff up on the mediums.
It was Bobble Scott who got it. I don't know what time it was though. It was in the 117s around that time, but
was that the softs?
Set on I think it was. Also, had a bit of a moment coming out turn 2, put the inside curb.
Yeah, he's on cold tyres. Storm's just started a lap, so we'll keep an eye on him. A lot of people have selected the soft tyres now. We'll get off of Stim. He's not actually on the lap. Simo starting up on the super soft tyre. Smudge is starting a lap on the softs. Notorious will be starting a lap on the mediums. And that's everyone starting a lap so far. We'll go back on board with Storm.
A couple of people looking like they're going to go out on super softs.
Yeah, Simo's the only person at the moment, and David Warbank. It was a yellow flag in sector 1. Actually, where's David Warbank? In the first sector, and I believe... Yes, he has backed off.
I thought Razor couldn't make it.
Yeah. Oh.
He's here, okay.
Yeah, I thought he couldn't make it. Okay, well, we've got a full grid then.
Yeah, I saw his name down at the bottom, but as I said, Schweb was in the race last week, but he had like a pit marker next to him, so yeah, I thought it was just gonna be another vision.
LFC, it's not. Because it wouldn't have drove him out the pits. Storm was a 17.8.
Let me check on the race director. It says on the race director sometimes, isn't it?
Sometimes Johnny is coming through the final sector now. Oh, he runs very wide. That may have invalidated him as he comes through the chicane section. Because on the final corner, will he beat Storm's time of 1:17.8? No, it's only an 18.4. I can't tell if that is a real person.
You need to look in the wheel movements.
Yeah.
And normally we'd have AI having above his head.
I don't know if he's in the lobby. No, I think he is.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't say man. Yeah. He's run over Bollard, so yeah, that's definitely him. The AI would be too perfect to run over Bollard.
Schweb's back in, he didn't improve on the softs. Storm's about to start another lap. Warren Haig, the 18.0 without me looking. believe Jay Carty is next to finish a lap as he's coming through the final sector. Race has gone 6th with a 19.0. And here comes Jay Carty through the chicane section. And
it's gone away now. So far, in the top 4 is Renault Williams.
Yeah, Johnny has improved to an 18.3, but yeah. Williams and Renault looking quite strong. Renault doing quite strong in the constructors, only 14 points off the lead. Meanwhile, Williams are doing quite poor.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and avoid going on board with Warren Hay because he's got the red pitch on my screen. So yeah, I'll try and avoid going on board with him. As Niels comes out on to the track on a set of super softs, can he challenge the pole time? So you know he's got the pace.
Well, Luke Bailey has gone 5th ahead of his teammate.
An odd formation on the top 8 there.
Yeah, only 4 teams in the top 8.
But there's always 4 teams in the top 8.
What do you mean? Like, there could be 8 different teams, but there's 4 teams in the top 8.
No, ignore me.
Yeah, Force India Williams quite low down in the table. Then you've got Renault mid-pack, and then you've got Mercedes currently leading over Sauber. And Sauber currently having a dreadful qualifying.
They're going to help the tyres. Niels. Miles. Going wide, coming really hitting. And he's gone straight on through the... Yeah, he's bailed off. I think he might have gone this next lap and bailed it. So I don't think Niels is going to set a time.
Mr. P, I believe, is next to do a lap as he's coming through the chicane section now. He has got what it takes to beat Storm's lap time, and he'll probably need to extend his championship lead.
Storm is on the apex coming through. I think that's 2 and 5, but he's pulled onto the outside, so he's okay.
And he goes 3rd, just behind Storm.
He breaks the complex. But it makes it even more of a thing, because then it's Renault Williams Mercedes.
Yeah, seemingly pattern going on in the top 6. Anyone actually close to finishing a lap? Not at the moment. Luke Bailey's on a lap. No. He's down by 4 tenths, so not really on a lap.
He might back off. There's a lot of people coming out of the pits still, of course. Races into the pits.
Yeah.
He probably won't be able to set another time in the session.
Simo, one of the only people not to set a lap time, is on a lap. As that is Mr. P getting out of the way in the middle sector. Anyone else close to finishing a lap? I do not believe so, except for Luke Bailey. But last time I saw, he was down by 3.5 tenths. He is still down by 3.5 tenths. So I don't think he's going to improve. Mr. Stim. Also, David Warbank.
Another set of supers.
Yeah, I think Schweb's guaranteed poles, right? Well, Warren Haig's on supers.
The gravel. Mike Patton's spree.
Storm's out.
Caused some problems. Yeah, he's backed up, and he's also got the red pitch as well.
Simo around the final corner. What can he do in the Sauber? It's an 18.3. Puts him 6th. He breaks the pattern. Mr. P starts his final lap. Schweb is warming up. Stim goes 4th.
Oh, Stim's gone 4th.
Very impressive lap from Stim there.
I find it odd how the 2 guys there had rev limiter glitch with were right near each other on the track. They were literally right by each other.
Could just be luck. I've got one with White Fountain.
Well, they really lucky if it's the high rev glitch, but...
Coincidence then. Welcome Jack Tyler to the stream, and welcome the German Beast, whoever you are. As racer retires, David Wallbank is about to finish a lap. He has got his teammate of miles in the way, so this could be interesting. But David Wallbank around the final corner, what can he do? This will be around Simo's lap time, I think. No, it's not. Only 13th.
Oh yeah, that's definitely near Simo's lap time.
thought it would be close, but it's not.
Oh, he's notoriously crashed in sector 2.
Oh, Mr. P's made an error. So
Lost
that's
his
going to be it
wing,
for
he's able
him.
to get going again.
Simo's in the pits. Is anyone actually close to finishing a lap?
Sim might finish a lap, but
Mr. P, will he improve?
he's resetting.
Oh, he does! And he just goes second, just. Yeah, Stim, not on a lap. Warren Haig.
He's on a lap and he's on super softs. This could challenge his teammates' pole position.
Oh, he's taking a lot of the curb. He's invalidated.
Yeah, the sausage curb kind of.
And Jake Hartley's on 4th.
Jake Hartley.
White Fountain around the final corner. What can he do? 10th.
10th. And then it's Miles on super softs.
7th. Miles 7th on
and
soft.
And this gonna win, so. Oh, but Dave gets in the way of him on his lap, Dave.
Oh, that could be interesting. Yeah, that's it for Miles, and that's it for qualifying. Welcome Gaming Central, though, Lewis. Not the best track for pad users, yeah. It wasn't fast enough on the supers, so. I don't think you're starting on the supers, so you're alright. Only one person will be, I think. And hi, Dave. Don't know what happened there between yourself and Miles.
Shouldn't we be getting the results screwed now?
No, because Miles is in the pits. Miles he'll do it in a second.
But they fixed that. Usually, things it so they have the checkered flag when they come in.
Should fix it itself. There you go.
Yeah.
I believe that's Schwebb's first pole position of the season.
I think so. Because they did misrush it.
Jake
Hartley's left the session.
Ooh.
Will we have to have a restart?
Might.
Depending if he glitched or not.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get back in time. So Schweb is on pole by more than a second. Who's the only person on the supers though? Second is Mr. P. Third Storm. Fourth Jake Hartley. Fifth Stim. Pretty good qualifying from him. Sixth Warren Haig. Seventh Niles or Niels. Eighth Johnny. Ninth Simo. 10th LFC. That rounds out your top 10. 11th is White Fountain. Then Luke Bailey. Racer 13th. Smudge 14th. Dave Warbank 15th. Miles 16th. BUA 9 17th. Notorious 18th. And Dave 19th. Jamie Met 20th. Dave and Jamie were not able to set lap times. I've been kicked out of the lobby.
He said I've left some. Wait, you can kick that one.
I've been kicked.
I had that last week, but with Jake Hartley has now left. It says in the chat he's somehow left. Basically, you've had what I had last week. I think we can
have to restart.
What Jake Hartley do. Yeah. Yeah, I was kicked too, actually.
Alright, sorry for the technical difficulties, but we're going to have to restart since I got kicked and so did thingamajiggy Jake Hartley.
Yeah, I was actually kicked as well. I didn't realise because I was in the chat, but yeah. Well, that's interesting. Both Ferraris in qualifying, I did DRS fail on them. Because Dave has also come into the chat saying his DRS has broke. Controversy there. Breaking news, Ferrari got faulty DRS. In other news, their strategies are still terrible.
Hold on a second, let me just take a picture so I can put it in the F5 chat for qualifying. My phone, I've not had it on for about 7 hours, so it's just completely frozen. Completely frozen. move forward a little bit. There we go, right. Sorry about that, guy. Oh, sorry about this, guys. Oh, Warren Higgs already done it for me. Thank you, Warren. Everyone who qualified in the... Oh, sorry about that. I was actually just taking pictures from my phone because doing a screenshot doesn't work.
You got an invite yet?
Let me check. Yes I do.
Wait, Jack has 2 accounts in the chat, so why didn't he race on the other one? And that sound's been banned too.
Pardon?
I'm looking at the people in the chat. Jack has...
Yeah, they're both banned. Because his main account's banned, so... Alright, you should have an invite.
Yep.
May take a while for everyone to get into the lobby. Actually, whilst the lobby's being... no one seems to be joining.
The girl invites yet?
There we go, people are joining now. Let me go to ingestion.
Wait, what happened to the old session?
Oh, I told Stim to stop using it.
Ah, right.
Whilst the lobby's being remade, I'll upload the thumbnail. Picture 5, round 4. If I just wonder who makes the PSGL thumbnails, it is me. Pardon?
I think Miles needs an invite, I'm not sure. Don't know if he's having by now. I'll send it one just in case though.
Yeah. Anyone who says in the chat they were going to invite him. Alright, need one as well. Dave needs an invite. He's already getting an invite. Who are we missing?
BOA9, Storm, Schwab, David Warbank,
Jamie. Oh, Jamie's not selected his car.
Ah, okay. So it's just David Warbank, Schwab, Storm, and BOA9.
Schweb and BUA9 here, so...
Yeah. They could select cars.
Just invite David Warbank, because, where is he? We're missing one. No, we're not, everyone's in.
Yeah, good. We should select cars. Yep, the select cars we can go.
No, we can't yet.
Oh, wait, look. What's going on?
Still has to do the grid eraser.
Ah, yeah, right.
Sorry about the delay, everyone. It's around about a 15-minute delay now. Hopefully it'll only be a couple of minutes. Tim's doing the grid, so we should be underway in a couple of minutes' time.
Wait, is the formation lap going to be on again?
I said for it to be on, so yes.
Okay. So, did anyone know what the weather was though?
Well, it's been set to clear.
Yeah, no one's told us what the weather would be.
I'll ask. Okay, it's duplicate my message, great. It was dry, okay.
It's dry all the way through. I probably won't take away from all the chaos though.
Right, there we go.
We should be readying up now. It's set to light cloud now, so that'll probably help the items a bit.
Well, light cloud, yes, we're set to light cloud, and we're all going to get underway. Hopefully there are no disconnects, as we may have to postpone the race, which will be annoying.
But we're not allowed to do 2 restarts anymore.
Yeah, we had an instance in F6, no, F6, F5 last season where we had too many restarts. I think it was 2. And we didn't have enough time to do the race. Because the race would have started around about 9 o'clock.
What happened to all those Everleys that started the races like 9:30?
Pardon?
What happened to all those Everleys that started the races at like 9:30?
Some leagues still do. I only know of one league that does that though. Right, so Jamie, since we know who's qualified, who do you think is going to get the top 3? Or who is your prediction?
Mr. P first, Schwab second, and Storm third.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Mr. P taking the win. Storm getting second. And the third place I'm going to give to Warren Haig.
Okay.
Avi, welcome. I don't remember you. I know this may sound bad, but I don't think I remember you. I know I've been on my channel now for around about 20 months. I don't remember everyone. Anyway, no one is readying up yet.
Well, yeah, they have to select their setups and their tyres and stuff, don't they? Considering the park thing, they'll probably be off.
Alright, we're taking a little bit of a break for everyone's setups to be ready.
Racing BO89 already.
Yeah, everyone should have the setups pretty much done by now.
I reckon there's going to be chaos going into that first corner. It's just tight, and usually cars with a long run down to turn one. There's going to be about 3 or 4 of them going in there all at once, and they all.
Oh, welcome, Alex. Yeah, formation lap begins. Is everyone in the top 10 on the right tyre? Yes, so we're all good to go. No one is breaking the rules. And outside the top 10 we have a mix of mediums and softs.
Only Schwed, the pole sitter, is on super softs. Everyone else is on either softs or mediums, mostly softs. As similar when LFC have come together.
Yeah, somewhere on the run down to turn 1.
I was near them when I was scrolling through just a second ago, and then I saw they were disqualified when he was running about 9 miles or so. I didn't really catch what happened.
LC seemingly always gets disqualified from formation laps. So it's just his unluckiness, to be honest. But yeah, Schwab will.
The Taurus go racing without breaking his front wing this time, I wonder. He's already broke it once in qualifying.
Yeah. He had this kind of look last season, so I don't know. As I was going to say, Schwab will probably take the lead and pull away for a few laps until them super softs will start to wear out, and then I don't know what strategy he'll go for.
Avi is Alex PHM, I think. As I said, his name is Alex.
Could be. I'm not too sure.
That springs to mind Alex PHM.
There's probably a few Alexes in my stream. Well, Alex, if you could be more specific on which Alex you are, because as I said, I've been doing YouTube for quite a while now. Not going to remember everyone's name. But Schwab is coming for the chicane section. Start the race. Can you keep an eye on the middle to back?
Yeah,
PHM. Oh, you are Alex PHM. Oh, welcome.
Long time no see.
Yeah, Joe, if you could keep an eye on the middle to back of the grid, please.
Okay, I'll try and get a good angle to start then.
Yeah, you'll probably get a broadcast camera down to turn 1. As we do get ready, I will go on board with Schwab's POV as we get ready for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix for round number 4 here in PSGL 5.
That's a good angle for you. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. It looks like, yes it is, it's a very good getaway. Yeah, someone is already on the grass. I think it was Simo. But yeah, Schwab with a very good start. Mr. P with an awful start as they now go down into turn 1. It's Schwab leading by Storm. Then Mr. P and Jay Carty going side by side. Mr. P's off.
A big racer and David Warback came together. A big racer has tiny bit of front wing damage.
Mr. P with a shocking start. He's down to 5th.
Yep, so other than the
scraps going on the midfield, everything seems to be okay for now though. Everyone seems to have kept it clean. The mid pack a little bit of
Now it's kind of cut across on White Fountain a bit though.
Yeah, we'll see if they've kept it nice and
naughty.
clean though. I don't think anyone's got wing damage as such.
Risk's got wing damage on the front right.
That's unfortunate. But look at positions gained. The most at the moment is David Warbank up by 6. Johnny and Niles are battling.
Ooh.
Johnny's able to keep that position.
Smudge and Miles have a bit of contact. As I have a massive voice crack.
One person I have to say has had an awful start. David Warbank makes yet another position. Is
It's just an
Mr.
awful
P.
start, but yet then you said he makes another position.
No, I was talking about Mr. P's awful start. Mr. P down in 5th. In trouble from Johnny in behind. Johnny seems to be looking for a lot as White Fountain and Stim go side by side.
They have a lock up from White Fountain, but he goes wide, and that's going to give Stim a bit of a run on it.
Oh, Stim around the outside, can he get it? He's off the track.
Wide.
It's a lot of LFC through.
But he does it very well. He's now around the outside of LFC.
Oh, and he does get it just... Yeah, LFC does get the position. Warren.
Oh, Paul's Iron Border's gone. It's Jake High.
He's off. I don't think he got wing damage. Oh, he's off!
Mr. P and
Mr. P and Jake High are both on the same corner.
Synchronized spinning.
Mr. P is down into 9th, 10th, 11th. The worst start he could possibly have.
One of the most bizarre incidents I've ever seen in a league race.
2 people with synchronized spinning.
Nico Rosberg and Yana Trilliby, very bad.
But I have to say, it is a lot cleaner than F6. No one has DNF yet. But yeah, as lap 3 has begun, Niles is closing in on Johnny, but nothing has happened there. Mr. P closing in on Smudge. He needs to get in as many positions as possible. Wow, he breaks a lot later. Gets the move done. But Smudge. No, Smudge has got wing
damage again. Oh, yet another wing. They're notorious. Unfortunately, those wings are costing Red Bull a lot of money.
Yeah. Closest battle up top is between Niles and Johnny.
Niles has made another decent start, just like in Russia.
And David Warbank still up 9 positions.
The gravel getting kicked up there by Stim in the background.
Yeah, Stim's not had the best of starts. Had a really good qualifying. His race start hasn't been the greatest. It was Jamie Met and BUN9 are tussling it out for P16. BUN9 has been able to get that move. He's down the inside. There's yellow flag. Niles! I can't catch him. He's off at the pit lane.
What on earth? Did he cut the curve?
I don't know. He's off and he's crashed in the pit lane.
I shouldn't have said he had a good start. Oh, Stim and LFC go side by side for turn 1.
Oh, still on side by side for turn 2 and turn 3. Who's going to get on top?
Side by side.
Someone's off. Up top, David Warbank. Oh! Oh, he hits the wall, but narrowly misses Stim in LFC. And he is finding himself at the back of the grid.
Never seen Spain so chaotic.
Yeah, I think turn 3 will catch a few people out. Oh, Mr. P and LFC are battling. This reminds me of last season heavily.
Miles has got a time penalty for being in 10th, and he gets first point of the season.
Yeah, he didn't get a point.
And as I said, maybe bends it.
Mr. P down the inside of LFC. These two were battling last season. But it was for the lead. Slight contact between them.
LFC was losing that one a bit. BOA9. Oh, Smudge has gone off into the infield.
Oh, yeah, he's off.
American. And David Warbank has not got a front wing. Oh, wait, never mind, ignore that. Can't take that one.
But yeah, Mr. P has now got DRS on LFC, and this should be an easy move. Storm.
Wait, what?
Something's happened to Sweb. He's lost all of his time. Oh, LFC! Oh, no, it's not. It's VSC.
That must have got someone up there. He looked like he ran wide. The grass.
Yeah. This isn't going to help Schweb. This has come out possibly the worst time, because Schweb is nowhere near the end of the lap. Oh, and Simmer's got to stop going for speeding.
Now, if some drivers are smart about this, they could think of tactical ways to catch up to the driver in front, and not get any penalties for speeding.
How long will the VSC last?
Signal when it's ending.
For Schweb, it needs to last probably about a minute longer.
There is a massive train building here.
From where?
From Mr. P all the way down to pretty
Smudge.
much Smudge, yeah.
I want to keep on board with Schweb though.
13.
Schweb's getting close to the pit lane. Is it gonna?
Almost lost time to him. You're unable to go in now.
That's really not help Schweb.
Lucky if he is going to pit, he might extend that stint now for another lap. And
no, he is going to pit.
Oh, he would have wished I would stay there for a bit longer.
Probably about 20 seconds, and he would have actually gained time.
Miles for the last point position. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyone else? LFC is now on the back of Mr. P. But actually, Jay Carty's close to Miles.
Double toe on Miles and Jay Carty here. They could go free.
So look at Smudge.
Yep, free. No, not free wide anymore because Miles failed. Last before turn 1.
Oh, Dave. Oh, Miles still got his wing in there.
Ooh. And he backs it.
Yeah. Quite smart for him there. Jay Carty goes off. This is the battle or the battles to keep on board with. There are quite a few of them.
All of a sudden.
This train leading from Luke Bailey down to Miles. This 5-car train, sorry.
Ooh, Miles runs wide.
Oh, yeah. Smudge, will he go for it? It's quite close to Jay Carty. Yes, he will. Down the inside. Very opportunistic. Ooh, oh, Jay Carty's a wind damage.
And Jay Carty's going, yep.
Yeah, that may get reported.
That was not really the hardest touch. Obviously hard enough to break a bit of win.
Oh, let's have a look at Dave. He's really close to Lee Bailey.
Someone fitted.
He's got like set to 3 and Smudge is out.
Battled it on the last corner, he's battled it.
Oh, that's a big crash.
I saw that in the corner of my eye, I can reprove it.
Dave passes Luke Bailey up into P8, so there is no safety car for that crash with Smudge's crash.
Will BUA 9 get Red Bull's first points of the season? You know, because he is in 13th, he's on the medium, so he's going to go a longer stint. It's definitely possible that Red Bull can get their first points of the season through BUA 9.
Yeah. Miles has come out of the pits. Yeah, this is the only battle left now between Luke Bailey and Dave, even though Spain's quite a short circuit. Even though Spain is short.
Keep an eye on the drivers coming through. I think it's turn 8 because that gravel can just chuck you off into the wall.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of drivers go across that gravel. Up into the tire too.
Let's get back on board with the tyres.
Miles is on the back of Racer. It's the closest battle on the track is second. And Miles is going to get the DRS. Racer goes defensive. Miles goes around the outside and he hasn't got enough momentum to get the move with it, but he comes back at him. There's a cut back with it.
Oh, switchback. Oh. Slight contact.
Oh, barging each other. A bit naughty from Niles.
But Niles has got the move and Racer makes an error. So yeah, Niles has definitely got the move.
Backed out though.
Mr. P's closing in on Stim.
Schweb's past Jay Carty. Got wing damage to think he might let him go there. He was going to go slow for this.
Yeah, Stim is really... Not Stim, Mr. P is really trying to regain.
Where did Jamie get weight damage?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Warren's left.
left. Not like that.
Oh, was the flag set to 2? Miles.
Can't invite him back.
Miles was onto Miles. Miles is off. He's got wing damage.
Oh. Oh, he was having a good race too. That's a shame. With brand new tyres as well. It's only been on for about 2 laps.
Now Johnny takes second. It is now 1-2 for Williams.
Completely out of nowhere. Will Warren here get back in the session? And Mr. P is going round the outside of Stim into turn 1. That's an optimistic move. Stim's going to come back at him around the outside, and as usual through there, he doesn't get the momentum to see it out.
Yeah, it's a really good move there from Mr. P now up into P5. He's trying to mount a late charge back up. Who's his closest challenger now? Jack's not here. Jake Artis, and Jake Artis down.
Just imagine if Warren Hay joined the battle, joined back and was in a battle, like about 4 cars.
Yeah. But he's now dropped to 6th, so it's not looking well for him.
I don't think he's rejoining.
No, and LFC's now got him, so he's dropped to 7th. Yeah, I think it could be it for him.
LFC is having a really good race, mind you. P6.
Yeah, he's currently in P6, net-wise. Jake Harty and Simo, both the Saubers. Not a good race for the pair of them. Schweb and Warren. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, I prefer that too. Schweb says the fastest lap of the race. Maybe he has something to say in this race still.
Yeah, he started with the pit stop to do that.
Yeah. And he gets a penalty.
Yeah, he's 18 seconds behind Storm, so unless you can magically bring that back.
Yeah.
Jake Harty has now got DRS on his teammate. Well, Warren's back. But he's lost a lot of positions. Jake Harty on his teammate going down into turn 1. Should be fairly easy, and I don't think Simmer's going to battle that one.
In the race, Nick won at DRS.
Want to get on board with Schweb. Just closing in on Dave. How long does softs last? I'm not too sure.
Usually around about 9-10 laps. There's yellow flag in sector 3.
What was it?
And that's not Jane because he had that front wing damage before. I think it was a glitch yellow flag. It's back, so that's someone telling me down here.
There's another yellow flag in sector 3. Either someone's got wing damage somewhere, or... But yeah, Schweb with DRS on Dave. This should be a fairly comfortable move. And it is, pulls to the inside, and that is easy as he likes.
Yeah, the yellow flag was... Oh, there's yellow flag sector 2. Maybe that is something. As Miles.
It's Miles. Miles is out of the race now.
Oh, you... Nearly lap down from someone. Could have taken the leader out there if he wasn't careful.
Yeah. Did you say how long the softs went, or...?
Around about 8 to 10 laps, maybe.
Softs?
I didn't race with the softs. I didn't race with the softs yesterday. Of course, some drivers will extend past that point. Sometimes they can make them go 14 to 15 laps, I would say.
Yellow flag set to 1 now. It was Simo.
How is it?
He hasn't got any wing damage, but he has gravel on his tyres, so I'm just predicting it's him. Jake Harty in race up.
Around the outside of it.
He's got to run as he tries to go around the outside, doesn't get it.
He falls to the outside quite a lot. He's
on the inside.
For turn 8.
No.
He doesn't want to go for that. Quite a smart move.
Yeah, down the inside.
Oh,
No, we'll race to
left that wide
defend this
open.
one. Oh. Yeah, he's got the move there.
Probably what happened to Racer earlier. But was it Racer? It was someone else, wasn't it? It was Jake Hartley. Actually. So. Yeah.
Sorry if you can hear typing.
Ooh, still had a bit of a lock up to another yellow
Hill
flag.
3, Notorious.
Nice one, Notorious.
White Fountain.
Ooh.
Got within a second of Johnny now.
Not a lot on Johnny.
Is this the point where the softs die? Or the mediums start to take over?
It's true. Mediums are at the peak of this time in Stim.
The softs would have worn out, so yeah, I've got a feeling this could be the crossover point. Will Johnny pit? No. So we carry on, but White Fountain's going to close in. There's actually a three-way battle here for P5 I'm going to go on board with.
Ooh. Sounds good.
Between Stim, LFC and Schweb. Schweb is actually fighting for P5. You could possibly salvage a podium at best here.
Well, he has got plus 3 seconds.
Oh, LFC got quite consistent there.
That would have been very optimistic to go for that. And stupid if he did. But wasn't in, so yeah, this is stupid.
Stim seems to be struggling on the back end. Stim is really struggling. LFC is gaining on him. But you can see the grading on LFC's tyres as well.
Stim must have pushed hell out of these tyres.
White Fountain around the outside. No, Johnny does defend the inside. Will White Fountain get the cut back? No, Johnny does defend it.
I didn't see what happened there between them. I was still busy focusing on that over.
Oh, well, let's see down the inside of Stim. Oh, they're still side by side. Where's Schweb in all this? Schweb's just going to hold fire.
I think he lost a bit of time coming through late.
And Johnny pits is the first of the soft runners to pit. Mr. P joins him. Mr. Stim joins them. And Schweb. Schweb's going to have to try and pass LFC. He's going to struggle here because LFC has actually got DRS. Will he pull to the inside? Yes, he does. Brakes late.
Doesn't really care much.
And he gets the move fairly comfortably.
LFC can still get a run. Goes the outside. I mean, if they're always going to go to the inside, it's still there.
No, he bets off.
It's still there, but yeah, he's running a bit wide now. That's the end of that battle.
And Stim comes out just ahead of his teammate in P11. Johnny's out in P8, and Mr. P has gained a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's
Did Johnny get held
1.3.
up by someone in that stop? Just the
I don't
Williams
think
garage.
so.
It's not far from the Toro Rosso garage, so I don't know if he might have been held up by Stim or not.
But Niles is closing in on his teammate. Well, it's not technically his teammate, because Niles is still a reserve driver, so
Yeah.
they're not technically teammates, just in the same car. Jack Tyler is Stim's teammate. Oh, they both take the same line.
Both, yeah. Not a very effective line.
No, gravel's not the best place to
That's
go.
from the next corner. Storm's pit. After 14 laps on those softs. So
Jack
goes
is-
RFC, and I should imagine Warren Hague.
Jack is hoping Mr. P bottles it.
Well, he is in the championship article, so yeah, will make sense.
Where will Storm come out? He's going to come out behind Luke Bailey.
Maybe some tactics come into play the Mercedes boys, so you know they usually.
Oh, let's see, he's going to come out in the middle of the Toro Rossos. Niles around the outside of LFC, maybe. Now in the inside, no. Niles needs to pass LFC, but LFC's on really cold tyres. got cold
I think
tyres. It's
now
also
supposed to
about.
move down into the next one. Oh, there's a lap car up ahead. Oh, yeah,
No, it
that's
wasn't.
Jamie.
It's Mr. Stim passing Jamie. Jamie's still got wing damage.
Yeah, he's had that since lap 1 of him. Or lap 2. He's had it for a while, I know that.
It's now a slight 4-car train.
Miles hasn't got enough of a toe because LFC also had DRS on Jamie. Means
Well,
that
LFC's been
DRS
held.
wasn't really that effective. But either way, Niles is going to get a double toe down the main straight, so that will help him a lot.
Yes, that's Mr. Stim as Mr. P passes John E. I don't know why my voice went really weird there. But yeah, LFC gets a run on Jamie, but Niles is quite far back.
And now Niles is still going to get him, I think, because I don't
Yeah, he'll
think...
still get Jamie, but he won't get
power.
LFC.
Well, it's certain to the points he was saying to himself.
And he will have to pit though.
Yeah, so does Jamie.
Warren Haig passes Jay, can't he, I think? Now I do want to point out something that may be interesting is Storm is in the middle of a Mercedes sandwich.
Oh, BOA 9.
What's
He's
happened?
into the gravel.
Oh, he's off.
BOA 9 that went off into the gravel, now Jake Hartley's passed him. Just when Red Bull were looking strong for a good result. Sorry, what was you saying?
Storm's in the middle of a Mercedes sandwich. So I wonder if Luke Bailey may sacrifice himself for his teammate. But also,
maybe using the Monza tactic.
yeah, Dave is just up the road. So
And Dave is on all mediums.
just like Luke Bailey, so kind of.
And if White Fountain Pits was in the coming laps, then he could be within this battle too.
Yeah, White Fountain will come out around about Johnny, I believe.
About 13-14 seconds ahead of this lot is White Fountain. So I think, yeah, he's probably going to come out behind
A few seconds behind.
Johnny. Maybe just about 3 or 4 seconds ahead of Stim.
Oh, Storm. Picks up a 3-second tyre penalty. He's actually really closed in on Luke Bailey, but hasn't got the best of runs.
They're pushing it.
And now with DRS, he's too far back.
I don't think his DRS was in high mode, but
This is the time for Mr. P to push and gain some time. Because Luke Bailey's been the definition of a boat.
Storm shouldn't have had a little peek there because he could have gone for it.
Oh, Storm's at a poor exit. But I think he should still be able to get him.
Anyway, he doesn't use his DRS. Interesting.
Quite far back.
Luke Bailey could pull away. Actually, I think I was
Luke Bailey's going to try and defend the inside. Storm's going to have to go for it. Luke Bailey just sits down the middle and keeps the position.
Luke Bailey is lagging a lot on my screen though.
Yeah, fair.
Warren Akers up past Jamie. The 11.
These two are still catching Dave ahead. Storm sees an opportunity, he's going to take it. No, Luke Bailey doesn't fight it.
Yeah. Those tyres are dead enough, I don't think he wants to fight with anyone.
That is true.
Niles can get another batch of DRS on LFC for E9 here.
Oh, Luke Bailey's well far off.
Niles is close to car.
You said that last time, Jack, and then you got banned again. So don't get banned.
It's probably going to go on about something little now.
Storm and Dave, it should be easy for Storm. He's got DRS and he should pass him. Yep, Storm is now up into P3, unless Dave goes for a move. No, he
That
doesn't.
will be effectively P1, actually.
Doesn't matter, Jack. He still got banned. Warren Haig with the fastest lap.
Oh, races that past BUA9, and Jay Magic Height Simo is in the back of BUA9 as well. Has a look, but doesn't go for it. Ooh, Jamie did.
Yeah, he's down to 16th, so I'll be it for him, I think.
Yeah. He's quite losing no man's land at the minute.
Nice picks up a pen as LFC is closing in on Stim. Mr. P's now being held up by his own teammate.
This could be interesting. Don't count Dave.
Oh, Dave, really poor exit, but they both bit.
Both gone in. White Fountain is held out for another lap. But Storm will take the lead of the race once White Fountain does pit.
Why is Schweb going to come out? Oh, this is going to be close.
I didn't see that.
With LFC, he's coming just ahead.
That could be costly if LFC thinks about trying to make a move down into turn 3.
He should probably try and pass him. Schweb's on cold softs.
Ooh. And Simo's past BUA9 for 13th.
And a bad thing for BUA9.
Santos has not had a good race whatsoever.
The only person not to pit now, well, two people, is BUA9 and White Fountain.
Yep.
And White Fountain is pitting. And I expect him to probably come out in between Johnny and Stim.
It's going to be one mighty battle.
Oh, where's he going to come out? He's just behind Johnny.
Just behind that. Right where I said he would be.
Warren Haig passes Niles as Niles pits. I just gone by with Schweb. He's right behind Stim for P5.
Interestingly, BUA9 is still not pitted. He's carrying on for another lap. All those tyres get a puncture.
No, I doubt it. Mr. P. Oh.
Ooh.
There isn't one he wanted, but may I just say, if I get a driver standings up,
Ooh, Schweb. It's made the Schweb get past him.
I actually don't remember.
Okay, so we missed that, unfortunately. It's like when ITV goes to an ad break.
If it stays like this, White Fountain will go second in the championship, but Mr. P will have a 29 point lead in the championship. No, it won't. 22 point lead. 22 point lead.
So that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, but White Fountain passes Johnny up into third. Elite Bailey picks up penalty. Niels and Simo battle for P11 just outside the points. But Simo pits.
Simo pits. BUA9 still hasn't pitted. He's having sex force by that one, but he still pits anyway. Final time 20 laps in medium. Some guys have pitted on lap 1 and 2. He has pitted long after then.
Yeah, let's see now picks up a penalty, not what he wants.
White Fountain is now within DRS range of Mr. P.
I guarantee Mr. P won't give this up without a fight, because
We want to be careful with that fight because you know the championship is in his hands at
Yeah.
this moment.
If he
And
does
of course, Monaco
crash
is
out,
next. So if he bottles it here, then yeah, that could prove possible because Monaco can catch anyone out.
yeah, that is true. Monaco can. And now White Fountain's got DRS on Mr. P. Will he get it? He's got fastest lap as well.
First drivers to go into the 119s of this race.
White Fountain pulls to the inside. Will Mr. P defend it? He does. Slight contact.
Be careful. Not left for much room.
Ooh, Mr. P with a slight squeeze. Johnny might close in at this point. Mr. P defends the inside. The most experienced driver on the grid.
We go try and cut back here. Thought about it.
One person who's being brought into this is Johnny.
Yeah, just about. He isn't in the DRS range yet, but
The gap's coming down. Yeah.
Did. Oh, Mr. P made a mistake, and now White Fountain's going back the inside into turn 8, and he's got him.
Will White Fountain, or will Mr. P, sorry, go back down the inside? He's looking like he will. No, he doesn't. He doesn't look like set to 2.
That's notorious, right? He's just moving out the way cars were going on the grass.
But yeah, White Fountain's got the move.
Johnny is now within DRS range. Mr. P is struggling. Now the good news for Jack.
Yeah, I'm going to check. I don't really care if the stream knows or not. Penalties. Storm has got 1. White Fountain, none. Mr. P, 1. Johnny, 1. So that's a penalty situation for the top 4.
So White Fountain needs to gain 8 tenths, 7 tenths now.
Yeah.
Storm's also recorded at the time, but should increase again that gap.
Yeah, White Fountain will win this race.
Accelerating.
So if White Fountain wins this race, Jack Tyler will be dropped to 3rd in the championship.
Now I'll be begging the White Fountain doesn't get the win.
But Mr. P will still have a convincing 19-point lead. So. Welcome, Hexler. Yes, you can use controller for GT Sport. Johnny's still closing? Oh, he's not closing in on Mr. P. He's kind of losing time now.
The Taurus just fills those tires but run on grass all the times to avoid getting the 5 penalties.
He'll be 1 point ahead, Jack.
But White Fountain with Jack.
Yeah. I've not seen anything appear on my Twitter, Jack. Well, it has actually. Oh wow.
Yeah, but are they on board? That's the question.
No, it is their plane.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening there. Johnny's losing time. White Fountain's actually closing on Storm massively. Nice little helicopter shot here of White Fountain as he closes in on Storm.
Why didn't I get that helicopter shot?
Jay Carty picks up a pen.
Looking at Twitter, I don't think there's any good news coming from finding that plane wreckage in Salah.
I thought they called the search off, so I'm glad we found it.
No, they are private funded search. Because,
Yeah. Oh, Jake Hart is out.
And BWay9.
Don't think a safety car will be caused. I guess not. Schwebb's closing in on Johnny. Schwebb could get third. Schwebb is within range. This will help Jack. Schwebb's got DRS on Johnny. Can he get himself back up into P4? He's getting Johnny defends the inside. Warren Hague and LFC are now battling. Warren Hague has got himself up into P7. Schwebb needs to pass Johnny quite soon. Otherwise, he's going to struggle to catch Mr. P. Oh, but penalties. I need to check on Schwebb's penalties. Schwebb has got a penalty also.
Have a look. Have a look. Gravel it. Races past
Jamie.
P12.
Well, side by side.
Now he races fully ahead. Race race too far back now to get point in this race. He's 23 seconds behind Niles, so
yeah. White Fountain has now got within DRS of Storm, so even though White Fountain hasn't got a pen, Storm has. This will be the battle for the lead of the race on track. But also Schwebb pulls to the outside and is now up into P4. So he's on a charge for that podium.
One of these two will go full out. Victory. Oh, White Fountain's got a penalty.
Oh, this is going to make it interesting now. It's nice. There's a proper battle for the lead. Penalties don't matter. Storm has to now defend like proper. Well, proper already would have probably done it anyway, but White Fountain has to push. Everyone in the top 5 has got a penalty.
Well, it depends on how many penalties he's got. Johnny can still drop behind Stin. Oh no, Stin's 8 seconds. I thought it was 1 second. Never mind then. Ooh, Fountain. Look at that there.
Yeah, I've got a feeling White Fountain may get him down the main straight.
Storm has to yield to White Fountain. He'll still be going for those gaps. If there is a gap there, I reckon he'll go for it because it's all or nothing now.
Yeah, he has actually got a really good exit. So this is going to make it difficult for White Fountain. Let's pull 6/10 down the main straight.
1/10.
Yeah, he's not getting it. Not this lap anyway.
No. This is like when Verstappen was leading Raikkonen in Spain in his first race with Red Bull. He ended up getting the win.
Could we, in a way, have a repeat? Oh well, and a bit, Jack. Well, lucky Jake Harty. As Warren Hague passes Stim for 6th.
Oh, but he's gone
no, he doesn't.
Yeah, I think he overcooked that. Mr. Broken later set in and probably pulled the inside to try and avoid Stim and cut the grass.
Storm still defending from White Fountain. As there's only 4 more laps to go. It's going to get quite hectic towards the end.
Race at the open nose to fly for a point. It's first in the season.
Yeah, White Fountain's a lot closer this time. He's got DRS, it's 4/10 that gap.
Yep, Storm has got the DRS. Is he using it? He is using
Storm,
it, but I think only just.
No, he's lost it.
Oh, he's fallen behind.
Yeah, White Fountain has got the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix, and I don't think Storm has got what it takes to stay in, or he's on white.
I think that's the race one for White Fountain. You never know.
Yeah, it just takes a small mistake for White Fountain, but... There's actually White Fountain made a small mistake there. Top 4 separated by 3.8 seconds.
Warnig now in the back of Stim again.
As Johnny picks up a pen, that rolls him out of the top 4. Ooh. Schweb's now within a second of Mr. P. Now he's hovering around that second mark. And yeah, Schweber's got DRS, so he'll gain, and I think maybe down the main straight, starting the penultimate lap, he may get him. Storm will attack on the last lap. He has to try and get within a second. He's fallen out of that second mark. So I don't know.
So I think the museums have got enough in them now to carry on with a battle. Two drivers have started stopping for super softs so they can set the fastest lap of the race. That's just Simon and Jamie.
I am keeping a track of the fastest laps per race. I'm not going to say them out. But at the end of the season, the award will be obviously given out to the person who has the most. Schweb was thinking about it, but he isn't going to get it. And I think it's if Schweb passes Mr. P, will he catch Storm?
Well, it is possible. He has got 2 laps to do it.
And Storm's actually lost a lot of time in that final sector. But so Schweb.
Luke Bailey going out, and Luke Bailey's gone into the gravel, I think. There's a lot of gravel on his tyres.
Just saying, this could turn into a 3-way battle for second.
So oh,
Storm, maybe not.
Well, I think that's the pros going to go on for Storm. It's bottled it massively.
So now Mr. P and Schweb are going to be battling for second. Schweb needs to push, he needs this.
He wants to stay in the championship, of course.
Yeah, he is quite far behind.
Every opportunity, I should imagine.
He has to try and get a good run.
Oh, he didn't get a good one there, though.
Mr. P is not going to give this position up lightly. Oh, he's had a wobble. Schweb's had a big wobble. 6.5 tenths. He's going to gain, but I think he's too far back. Will Schweb go for it? He's gaining, he's gaining. He's going to have to go for it on this final lap somewhere.
It's all or nothing now. He might go for it. Coming into the next corner after this one. Oh, he's going wide. He's done a Storm there. He still hasn't lost that much time, but it's not enough to go for a move down in this corner.
At this rate, if they keep battling, Storm will actually get...
Warnig and Stim.
They're battling.
Stim has to back off. P6 is Warnig's for now.
Just saying, at this rate, Storm is getting away from Schweb. The gap is 2.4 between them.
Yep.
Storm has the possibility of keeping the podium, yeah?
Has he got enough here?
Will Schweb go for it?
Will he go for it? He's going to go for it.
Oh, he's had a look. He's not going to be able to get it now, and that's actually going to cost him. Yep. The gap's 2.5.
Let's see what penalties would have to say. I think it make a difference actually. Ignore that.
Yeah, it's looking like it will be. But yeah, White Fountain crossing the line. He will win the Spanish Grand Prix. Very good drive from himself there. Storm is gonna finish in 4th. Mr. P is in 2nd. Schweb in 3rd. Johnny will cross the line in 5th. Don't know, either Warren Haig may get 6th. I'm not too sure. Who's disconnect? That's quite nice.
Oh.
LFC gets 7th. Mr. Stim 8th. Niles will get 9th. Luke Bailey will possibly get the final point, depending on penalties, compared to Dave. And no, Dave gets the final point. And you've got Notorious going across the line to finish P15. Yet another point for Red Bull. Still getting the wooden spoon and have no points. And then Racer is going for the final corner. So, Jamie, if you could suggest the top 3.
I don't think Schwab has a mic, doesn't he?
Just invite him anyway. Yeah, here's your top 3. Storm's tyres are at 80%. Wow. Now quickly go through the race results. So, White Fountain is your winner. Mr. P is in 2nd. Schweb is in 3rd. That is your top 3. 4th is Storm. 5th is Johnny. 6th, Warren Haig. 7th, LFC. 8th, Mr. Stim. 9th, Niles. And 10th, Dave. That is your top 10. Then Luke Bailey, Racer. Or then it was Luke Bailey, then Racer. Then Jamie, then Simo, then Notorious. Then your DNFs were Miles, Jake RT, BW9, Smudge, and David Wallbank. Have you suggested them? Now you have. 1 second for the blue screen. Right. See if any of them do join.
I don't know if the other 2 have mics or not.
I know White Fountain does.
Okay.
Good drive by him. Jack was watching then.
Yeah, he was. He was praying for you to lose points.
I bet he was laughing when I had that spin.
Oh, he wasn't commenting on the stream at that point.
Oh, wasn't he? Oh, okay. Oh, I bet he's rubbing his hands
What's
together.
happened with Jake Harty? He's been embarrassed by something.
Don't know.
I don't know, it just could be him retiring. Well, this is our top 3, everyone has joined. Congratulations to 3 of us. I'll start with Schweb. Congratulations on your P3. This is your 2nd podium this season. How does it feel?
Yeah, it was a good race. And yeah, thank you. As mentioned, it was starting on the softs, but just up on the stopper. But it was a good race at the end. Good battle with Mr. B, and yeah.
Okay, you got any questions for him, Jamie?
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed the gap with your pole time in second place. I know you was on the quicker tyre, but was you chuffed when you saw that gap?
Sorry, just repeat the question,
So we're qualifying, yeah? You were qualified on pole on the super softs.
please. Yeah.
Did you notice the gap?
I did. It was over a second, and yeah. I think I just, as I said, I just should have fitted. I should have gone for the soft tires in my first stint. But yeah, that was just my mistake, and that's it. I put on a quicker lap time. I couldn't do that for the softs.
Thank you.
Okay, I will come back to you for the final questions. Moving on to Mr. P. Obviously, you do extend your championship lead once again. You know, 50 points gap in the championship is 21. How does that feel?
Yeah, obviously good. I honestly thought that it was going to be a tough race after I had that spin. Thought I could be losing out on quite a few points, but made my way up through the field really quick. You know, at the end, I was saying to my teammate, I was saying if I didn't have that spin, I think, you know, I was only 4 seconds off the lead. I think it could have been a nice win, but to put out second from going down to 11th, obviously, yeah, pleased with that.
Okay. Another question I've got for you is, what was running through your head once you had that very poor start where you dropped to, I believe, outside the points?
Frustrated. I had a poor start off the line. I think I was down to 4th off the line. Just got far too much wheel spin, and I was just getting swamped. And then obviously I had the spin on. I can't even remember what lap it was, 4 or 5, something like that. But yeah, I was frustrated. Silly error, clipped the curb too much, and it just chucked the rear of the car round.
Okay, unlucky, but you still got P2 and you still excel in the championship lead, so it's still good for you. Jamie, you got any questions for Mr. P at the moment?
I'm trying to think what to say. I'll come back to it.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to White Fountain. It is your first podium this season, and it is your first win of the season. How does it feel?
It feels really great. Yeah, I didn't expect it starting from 11th to get the victory, but I felt quite confident during the race, and well.
Yeah, you obviously prevailed. One other question I've got, kind of question is, you have actually moved up to second in the championship since Jack Tyler hasn't been here for the past few weeks. How does that feel to be second?
Well, it feels really, really good, but the season is still a long way to go, and a lot can change. I don't know when Jack Tyler will be able to rejoin the league after his issues, but still a long way to go till the end.
Yeah, of course. Jamie, you got any questions for a race winner?
Yeah, when you pitted for the softs, it looked like he was very comfortable on them. He was very quick on them. How did they feel?
Yeah, they felt really good compared to the worn mediums, but I did think I was going to overheat them, and last 2-3 laps it was like on the brink of overheating, like grip was falling away, but I kept it on the track, and if the race had been 3 laps longer, it would have been difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll move on to the final question. The next track is Monaco.
That's the rest was your question.
Oh yeah, if you've got a question for Mr. P now.
Earlier, did you think it was funny when you and like Jake Harty did a spin at the same time? And of course, like it wasn't really funny for you that you spun, of course, but you two both spun at the same time. Was that funny in your eyes?
I didn't even know he spun. To be honest, didn't have a clue. No, didn't know that he had an issue. Didn't see it.
No, so I saw it, and when you spun, he literally spun like a split second after the same
Oh,
corner,
see.
same way.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know. To be honest, didn't even know he'd had a spin. Didn't have a clue.
Well, moving on to the final question that I was asked. Next track is Monaco. Probably one of the most difficult tracks on the calendar. Starting with Schweb, your opinions on Monaco?
To be honest, I don't really know. Last year I played some race players currently, to be honest, and I think I'm just gonna just show up and drive until the end. That's it.
Okay, Mr. P, same question.
Who, sorry?
You, opinions on Monaco?
I'll be honest. I love Monaco. Absolutely love it. So I cannot wait. No, I love it. Great track.
And finally, White Fountain, your opinion?
I have to agree with Mr. P. I really love the track. It's one of my favorite on the game. Yeah, you really can make a difference as a driver there, and yeah, mistakes are gonna be made and will be crucial for the race win.
Yeah, that'll be it for PSGL F5. Kind of a surprise winner, starting from P11. We may see him fight for the championship, you never know. But anyway, for PSGL F5, you'll see me and Jamie again for Monaco. We'll see you then.